Hello guys. So today we will be discussing a very important question that has been asked quite a number of times in interviews as well as in online assessments. The question is palindromic linked list. So the question is LEET code 234 and I will quickly explain what a palindrome is for those of you who do not know. So the palindrome is basically something like whatever you read from the start and if you read from the end, it is going to yield a same result. So that is known as palindrome. Okay, so we must have solved how to tell whether a string is a palindrome. We must have done questions on whether like we have to tell whether a string is a palindromic string or not, or questions like those. So here what the input will be, we will be given a head node. Okay, so basically this is our question. So we will be given a head node and we have to check whether this linked list is a palindromic linked list or not. So the very brute force approach that comes to our mind is that we can traverse the whole linked list and then we can simply reverse the linked list. So basically this is my original linked list and this is the reverse linked list. I will represent it by O and R. Okay, so I have this is the original linked list and then I've simply reversed the linked list. So in this particular video I will not be discussing how to reverse the linked list. I will cover that in probably another video. So here basically I've reversed the linked list and then what will I do is I will keep a pointer on the head node of one linked list and another pointer on the head node of another linked list. Okay, and now we will move the pointer till the pointer reaches null. Here is our null. Okay, so till the pointer reaches null, basically we are going to traverse the whole linked list and at every node we are going to check whether the value at that particular node is equal to the value at another linked list. Like this is the reverse linked list, so this will be the another linked list that we will be creating. Okay, so if this condition satisfies and we are successfully able to traverse the whole linked list without finding any value where the value is different, for example like here it is 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, I have reversed the linked list and now my linked list is 5 4 3 2 1. Now what will I do is I will check if the value at pointer P is equal to the value at pointer Q. So value at pointer P is 1 and the value at pointer Q is 5. So no, that is not true. So what we will return is we will return false. Okay, so similarly we will do this. So for another example I can give, if my linked list is a palindrome, then what we will do is, so here I have taken this linked list. This is the original linked list and this is the reverse linked list. Okay, these might seem to be the same linked list, but originally I have reversed it, but they are seeming to be same. So okay, I have reversed it and now I will put two pointers, P here, Q here. Okay, so now I will check if the value at P is equal to the value of Q. Yes, that is true. So I will increment my P pointer as well as my Q pointer. Now I will check if the value at particular P pointer 2 is equal to the value at Q pointer 2. Yes, that is true. I will increment P. Okay, I'll write it here. Okay. Okay, now I will check if 1 is equal to 1. So that is true, and now in the end we reach to null value. Okay, so now we are at the end of the linked list and there is not even a single case when the value at particular pointer P is not equal to the value at Q, and hence we will return true in this case, that the value and here we will say that the linked list that has been given to us is a palindromic linked list. Okay, so I want you all to tell me what would be the time complexity for this particular approach. So the time complexity would be order of n, where n will be equal to the number of nodes in the linked list. And why the time complexity is order of n? Because we are traversing the whole linked list. First of all, we will be reversing the linked list, then we will traverse the whole linked list. Okay, so that is why the time complexity for this particular approach is order of n. But can we do better? Yes, definitely we can do better. And if the question is asked in the interview, the interviewer expects you to tell this approach first and then to reach to that approach. I will not suggest you to directly jump to that particular another approach which is like the optimized one, because the interviewer wants to see your thought process as well. He doesn't want to know the answer, he wants to know the thought process. Why are you telling him whatever you are telling him? Okay. So now what we will do is, this is the original linked list and this is the reverse linked list. Okay. So now, but here we actually do not need to reverse the entire linked list. There is one very smart observation, if you are able to see that we do not need to reverse the entire linked list. We are just seeing this value with this value. Okay. This value with this value. Okay. We do not need to reverse the entire linked list. So first of all, what we will do is, we will find the middle of the linked list. So for this particular linked list, this is the middle node. And now the question will arise, how will I find the middle node? So okay, there are various approaches using slow and fast pointers. I will cover that in another video. Okay, so I will find the middle of the linked list and then I will reverse this part of the linked list. I will not reverse the entire linked list. I will reverse this part of the linked list. Okay, so now after reversing, my linked list would be something like 1 will point to 2, will point to 3, and then 3 will point to 4, and then it will be 5. So this will be the linked list after reversing it from the middle. Okay, and now what we can do is, we can put one pointer here, pointer P, and we can put another pointer Q here, and then we can just compare the value at this point with the value at this point. If they are equal, I will just increment P pointer and decrement Q pointer, and then we will do the same till both the values point to null. Okay, if the condition satisfies, then we can say that the linked list is a palindromic linked list. But here, as you can see, that the value at pointer P is 1 and the value at pointer Q is 5. So it will say that no, it is not a palindromic linked list and will return false. Whereas if we see in this case, okay, so this would be a middle node. Okay, and this basically we will point to this point. Okay, now our P pointer will be here and my Q pointer would be here. At this point I will check that yes, P is equal, the value at pointer P is equal to the value at pointer Q. Yes, it is true. P pointer will move and Q pointer will move. Now the value at P pointer is 2 and the value at Q pointer is also 2. Yes, the condition satisfies. Now we can't move because it is null from here. So my condition is satisfying and we have reached the middle node of the linked list, and all the values from the left as well as from the right is similar, and hence we can say that the linked list is a palindromic linked list. Okay, now I will quickly, and also what would be the time complexity of this particular approach. I want you guys to think what would be the time complexity, and then in the next video in the starting I will be covering the time complexity, but I want you guys to think what would be the time complexity for this particular approach. Okay, now let's move to the code very fast. Okay, so here I have coded the optimized approach. Okay, but if you guys want me to code the okay, fuck off. So here I have coded the optimized approach. So first of all, we have been given a function. Okay, and now what will I, just as I told you, like now, so okay, here I have found the middle node. Okay, here I am finding the middle node. Okay, here I am finding the middle node. Okay, so this is the way through which we find the middle node, through slow and fast pointers. It is a very simple method. So we will find the middle node, and now we can see that we have found the middle node. Okay, now what we will do is, now after finding the middle node, what was the next step? Our next step was to reverse the linked list after the middle node. So this, here we have reversed the entire linked list. Now what was our next step? That we keep two pointers, one at the starting of the linked list and one at the ending of the linked list. So our fast pointer is pointing to the start of the linked list, and when we reverse the linked list, our previous pointer is pointing to the end of the linked list. Okay, so here now my previous pointer is at the last point, and as I told you that we will keep incrementing both the pointers till they reach to null. Okay, so now this is basically our terminating condition, that if at any point the value at one pointer is not equal to the value at another pointer, then we will return false from here. Otherwise, if this is not the case, then we will keep incrementing the pointers. As I told you, that suppose here it would have been 1. Okay, then we would have incremented, because here the condition is satisfied. Then we would have checked 4 and 2. Then our loop would break at 4 and 2. Okay, so otherwise if this is not the case, then we will keep incrementing. Otherwise, if it is coming out of this loop, that means that my previous is finally pointing to null and there has not been even a single instance when the values are not same. Okay, then we will obviously return true. Okay, so this was about the palindromic linked list.